Good evening, everybody. It is time for Jacksonville Icemen hockey. This is Arlie Johnson with you tonight as the Icemen, coming off a 4-game road trip, finally come back home to start a season-long 7-game homestand tonight. It starts with the South Carolina Stingrays as their opponent this evening. Jacksonville coming into this game with a record of 12-23, 3-2 for 29 points. Stingrays have been great all year. Second place overall in the South Division at 24 wins, only 9 losses, 4 overtime losses, and 1 shootout loss. You heard the starting lineups if you just joined us, but it is Austin Lotz in goal tonight for Jacksonville. He's got a winning record for the Icemen, 6-5-1-1 for Jacksonville. Goals against of 3.34, save percentage of 88.7%. Your referee is Andrew Brueggemann. Linesman, as is per usual here in Jacksonville, Logan Belgraf with Christopher Williams. For the first time all year, Jacksonville will be wearing their black jerseys at home, and they'll be wearing black the remainder of the season, barring third jersey and specialty jersey nights. Puck is dropped. South Carolina controls. We are underway. Thanks for being with us tonight on JacksIcemen.com as South Carolina moves straight into the zone, and a pass goes right through the crease. Nobody home. Jacksonville gets it back. They're going to try and skate in transition. It's Eberle over the blue line, broken up there by Leach. Leach gets it to center ice. No further than that, however. Stingrays will have to regroup back in their own end with Kelly Zajac in control. Hughes moves it wing to wing for Joey Leach. Leach gains the red line before a snapshot in behind the Jacksonville net. Lotz tries to play it himself, but it's broken up in South Carolina. Denied by Lotz. Created his own problem, but he robbed Stephen Whitney of a sure goal in the opening minute of play. Jacksonville clears out to center and dumps behind the South Carolina net. The Stingrays goaltender tonight is Parker Milner. He gets his first touch of the puck. Stingrays get it into Jacksonville's end. Lotz will play it himself around the wall this time. Holding in this time for South Carolina is Gall. Gall into the far side boards, and around the end boards we go for Joe Devon, the team captain for South Carolina. Frankie Simonelli holds it in. Jacksonville tries to clear out of the zone. Garrett Hunt lifts the stick of Devon, gets it out to center ice. Loose puck right at the Jacksonville bench. Critchlow lays the boom on somebody. He's going to go to the box for it. Slashing is the call. Maybe it's not Critchlow. Let's see what the call is going to be. It is going to be on the Icemen. It's going to be a power play for South Carolina. First whistle of the night. Comes 1:24 into the game, and it comes with a penalty to Jacksonville's captain, Garrett Hunt. Specialty teams definitely going to be a factor tonight. Certainly on this side with South Carolina on the power play, but especially when Jacksonville is on the power play. We'll get to that when the time comes. Meanwhile, South Carolina ranked 21st in the league on the power play at 15.4%. Jacksonville's penalty kill, 81.5%. That's 17th overall in the league. Puck is down. Jacksonville wins the draw, but they cannot clear just yet. Looking for the steal as Brendan Collier knocks it loose for Tim Daly, and Daly will pitchfork it the rest of the way, all the way to South Carolina's netminder. Milner will stick handle it himself. Wing-to-wing pass. Whitney moves it for Hughes. Hughes through the neutral zone. South Carolina in their now road white jerseys with red numerals and navy blue as well. Jacksonville tries to clear around the wall, unable to do so. Whitney holds it in, around to the right point for Hughes. Cross ice for Simonelli. One-timer blocked in front by Chris Dines. Dines on the backhand, can't get it out yet, but moves it free for Eberle with Collier. Eberle will just forehand out and take a line change with 1:16 to go on the power play. Good-looking penalty kill early on, but still plenty of time left on it. Stingrays control behind their own cage. It's Travis Walsh through the neutral zone. Chipping and chasing. Gustafson chases after it for South Carolina. Man goes down very hard for Jacksonville. That was Erickson. Let's hope he's okay. He lost his edge as South Carolina gets it into the zone, and a redirected shot goes over the glass and out of play. Erickson is back up on his feet. Scott Savage looking at him saying, hey, you okay? He went awful hard into the boards. Went back first, right into the boards. Erickson is just arguing that he wants a penalty called. I think he might have been tripped up. That looked very scary, but he is fine. Thank goodness. 52 seconds left on the power play for South Carolina. Eli Lichtenwald penalty killing. The tall and the short of it is the 6'6" Lichtenwald, tossed out of the draw, and now the 5'6", we'll say 5'6", Tyson Fawcett takes the draw instead for the Icemen. Stingrays win it, they get it to the blue line. Left to right pass for Bindelis, wrist shot in a screen, never reached the net. Devon gets it back for South Carolina. Cross ice for Bindelis. Top of the right circle, wrist shot goes high and wide to the short side. Off the glass for Devon at the left point again. 33 seconds to go on the power play. Walsh, center point, to the left side for Devon. Cross ice for Bindelis, top of the right circle. Wrist shot again goes wide to the short side. Devon takes it off the end boards. On his forehand to the blue line for Walsh. Bindelis again, one-timer, denied by Lotz. No rebound, and the draw will come to his left side. 19 seconds to go on the power play for South Carolina. Jacksonville getting fresh bodies on the ice with Erickson, who is fine now. None the worse for wear after going back first into the boards. Cam Critchlow is going to take the draw for the Icemen. Patrick Gall opposes him for South Carolina. Critchlow wins it, but can't clear it loose in the slot. South Carolina got a soft shot towards goal, but it was wide of the net. Stingrays do hold it in, however. Danny Federico, cross ice, just holding it in, but a shot is blocked by Dines. Plays it forward for Critchlow. He can't handle the pass, but it does go to center ice, and we return to full strength. Garrett Hunt out of the penalty box, and the Icemen have successfully killed off their first shorthanded situation. 16:26 to go in the first. We are scoreless early on in this contest between Jacksonville and South Carolina. For the Stingrays, it's Paul Geiger chipping it up the left side. Goes behind the Jacksonville net. Lotz plays it around the wall all the way to center ice. Hughes moves it wing to wing for Joey Leach. Leach back into the zone. Chris Dines first on it for Jacksonville. To the left wing for Bobby McIntyre. Sets up a 2-on-1 with Eberle. Flip pass for Collier. Collier on his backhand cannot get the shot away, but it will be a penalty call on South Carolina. Slashing against the Stingrays. And a power play here for the Icemen. Just over 4 minutes in. And here is where, on paper anyway, it is a major mismatch. Jacksonville on the power play, while they have been better lately, still last in the league at only 10.5%. South Carolina, opposite end of the spectrum on the penalty kill. Tops in the league on the penalty kill at 90.3%. First in the entire ECHL. Their road penalty kill is even better than that. 95.4% penalty killing percentage for South Carolina on the road. They've only allowed 3 power plays against all season away from home in 65 opportunities. So on paper it doesn't look good, but sometimes that's just what it takes to flip the script a little bit. Jason Christie, Jacksonville's head coach, sends out Brendan Collier for this draw, who wins it for Savage, then to Tim Daly. Collier, top of the right circle. Cross ice for Savage. Good look. Wines, fires. Save made by Milder, who just squeezes it between his right arm and his chest. Critchlow is waiting for a rebound that never did come to him. It's a nice looking feed there from Collier to Savage, who ripped one from 45 feet there, with Critchlow creating a screen in front. Critchlow will take this face-off this time with the help of Collier, trying to work it back to the line. Knocked away by the Stingrays and cleared out. Lotz will skate way out of his net just to flatten the puck. He'll leave it for Savage behind the net. Savage is there with Collier. The two of them actually bump into one another, but Savage will skate out of the zone. Savage dropping it for Collier. Just fortunate to get away from Zajac. Now he's over the blue line to the right for Daly, and Jacksonville sets up offensively. McIntyre loses it to Leach on the backhand. Zajac cannot clear. Jacksonville gets it back in deep. McIntyre for Savage. Forehand shot blocked in front. Collier tried to knock it out of midair. Couldn't do it. He had to baseball shot that into an open net. He had one crack at it and couldn't quite get it. South Carolina clears out. Still a minute 4 on the power play here. It's Chris Dines behind his own net. Dines and Mingo now the point men. Dish goes to the left side for Erickson. He cannot handle. Stingrays clear it out again. Watts will block it behind the net for Dines. Penalty killing for South Carolina there. Patrick Meganetti. Dines plays it ahead for Fawcett, tapping it into the zone. He got tripped up on the play as Erickson plays it around the end boards. Eberle knocks it free. Loose puck. Stingrays have it. They'll skate 2-on-2 shorthanded. The Stingrays do have 5 shorthanded goals this year. Jacksonville getting it back in their own end, but a lead pass broken up. Bindelis will clear it out. Maybe one final rush here for Jacksonville. Chris Dines behind his own net. 16 seconds to go on the power play. Dines for Erickson. Back pass for Fawcett. Went behind him. Dines has to play it for Mingos. Jacksonville still in control. Mingo over the blue line. Loses it to the Stingrays. It's cleared out. And that will do it on the power play. And Watts has to play the puck away from a South Carolina player. Fortunate to get it by him. Teams at full strength. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play now. Icemen over the blue line with Lichtenwald. Centering pass intercepted by South Carolina. Skating with the puck, Marcus Perrier. Perrier over the blue line. Slap shot by Roberto is deflected out of play. And we will have a media timeout with 13:39 to go in the first period. 0-0 is your score. Tonight's game brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 30th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada and Sutton Special Risk, sponsor of the 2018 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; the Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Sherwood Hockey, the official puck provider; Sports Tape, the official sports tape provider; Warrior, the official performance sportswear provider; SweatX, the official laundry detergent and odor eliminator of the ECHL; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live league action by logging on to ECHL.tv, and be sure to download the ECHL mobile app for Android and Apple handheld devices. Just about to resume play. Draw will be in the Icemen zone, left side of their netminder, Austin Lotz. Shots on goal early on, 2 for the Stingrays, 1 for Jacksonville. Austin Lotz has made 1 excellent save already in the opening minute of play. Stingrays win the faceoff, but they'll have to track it down deep in their own territory to take possession. It's Joey Leach behind his own net. He's paired with Tommy Hughes. Feeds it to Hughes, who misfires on his pass, gets it right back. Broken up in the neutral zone. Erickson takes it away with speed over the blue line for Klotz. Erickson gets it back. Backhander goes wide of the net of Milner. All the way to Jake. His wrister goes wide to the short side. Hughes will take it off the end boards. Loses it to Lichtenwald, who keeps it in the zone. Centering pass picked off by South Carolina. They've intercepted a few offensive passes from Jacksonville, and they will be content with just clearing into the zone. Jake is tripped up. A steal by South Carolina. Centering pass went off a stick. And it's going to be a penalty, I believe, to South Carolina. Interference is the call. I think it's on the Stingrays. Critchlow is also banged up on the play. Let's see who's going to the box here. Critchlow is still down, waiting for the trainer to come out. Dylan Harrington coming out to see if Cam Critchlow is okay. And he does not appear to be at this point. Andrew Brueggemann, the official, is talking with South Carolina's head coach, Ryan Warsofsky. Garrett Hunt talking with Warsofsky as well. Critchlow still down in his defensive zone. He got spilled at the right face-off circle, but he slid all the way to the opposite circle. And now Brueggemann is going to talk to Icemen head coach Jason Christie. Are they going to call a penalty shot for South Carolina? The initial penalty was on Jacksonville, apparently, and it's a penalty shot for South Carolina. Not sure why. I don't even want to say it's a bad call because I just don't know where it came from, but it's a penalty shot for the Stingrays. Stephen Whitney is going to get the penalty shot for the Stingrays. In on Lotz, who comes way out to cut off the angle, and he forces Whitney to pop it wide on the backhander. I don't think Whitney was expecting Lotz to come that far out of his crease. But he forced the issue. Whitney tried to go forehand to backhand, and he put it over the crossbar. That was well played by the netminder for the Icemen, Austin Lotz. And we stay 0-0. So no penalty, just a penalty shot. Faceoff is going to be in the Jacksonville defensive zone. Icemen win it. Savage plays it around the end boards for Mingo. He's got some time and space there. He'll skate back behind his own net and leave it for Savage. Savage up the right side, just away from one man. There's a loose stick on the ice. It's a South Carolina stick. Stingrays get it to the blue line where McIntyre will steal and clear in. Around the wall, all the way out to center ice. Stingrays in control there. Zajac backhands in. Savage will be first on the puck, just in front of his goaltender. Circles the back of his net. Tries to leave it there for Mingo. Instead, it's Collier helping out for the Icemen. Feeding it to Mingo, who's got some speed. Over the blue line is Mingo, looking to go wide on Simonelli. In deep, taken down, penalty coming. Power play for the Icemen. Holding is the call against Frankie Simonelli. Dejan Mingo's speed is what forced that call to be made. So holding against Frankie Simonelli. And it will be a power play for Jacksonville, their second of the night. With 12:06 to go in the first period. Still nothing. Bit of a slow start for Jacksonville, but we'll see if this power play gives them, if nothing else, a little momentum. Preferably a 1-0 lead. The Icemen send out Tyson Fawcett to center. Josh Erickson on the left wing. Tanner Eberle in the slot on the right side. Fawcett wins the draw, going to Dines. Cross ice for Mingo at the right point. Had a battle of rolling puck, but he does flatten it. Moving it for Eberle at the right wing half wall. Eberle, cross ice, good look for Dines, but it goes off of the boards and out to center. Dines tracks it down and then gives it up. South Carolina skating two-man rush, shorthanded. Meganetti loses it to Fawcett, and Jacksonville will regroup behind their own net. Still plenty of time on the power play, a minute and a half to go on it. Dines slowly through center ice for Mingo, who wrists it around the wall. Milner stays between the pipes, and Eberle takes over. To the corner for Fawcett. Around the wall for Erickson at the top of the left circle. Erickson for Fawcett again, who's taken down on the play. No call this time from Brueggemann. To the left point for Chris Dines. Jacksonville holds in. Mingo for Eberle, for Dines, center point, 55 feet away. Mingo fakes the shot. He'll go to Eberle at the top of the right circle. Looking to go cross ice, and Ted instead takes the shot. It is deflected high off the glass, and the Stingrays will clear out. 55 seconds to go on the man advantage. 11 minutes even to go in the first period. Still looking for the game's first goal. Mingo leaving it for Savage. Gustafson penalty killing for the Stingrays. Savage with Gustafson right on his heels. Savage leaves it for Critchlow, who is fine. That's good to see him back out on the ice. But the Stingrays get the steal. Can they clear? Not yet. What a great job by Brendan Collier to hold it in, at least for the moment. An extra effort from the Stingrays, however, get it back to the Jacksonville line. Bobby McIntyre sent back down to Jacksonville from Cleveland. Skates into the zone with some speed. Centering pass deflected out of the zone by Devin. Jacksonville quickly out to center ice. It's Daly at the red line. Still 11 seconds to go on the power play. Daly is onside, tries to go wide on South Carolina, one of the best defensive teams in the league. In fact, the best defensive team in the league, not just on the penalty kill. Daly for Savage, left point. Back for Daly as teams return to full strength. Wrist shot, save is made, rebound is loose. Cleared away by the Stingrays and out. Savage in a foot race will beat Simonelli to the puck. Simonelli just stepped out of the penalty box. Still 0-0. Savage through center ice. Savage's pass deflects high into the air. Glove down by McIntyre, who will forehand into the Stingray zone. Just past the midway point of period number 1 now. Stingrays give it up to the neutral zone. Travis Jake forehands in. Milner cannot stop it behind the net, but McGauley is there, gives it up to Quatz. He'll walk in to the forehand, couldn't get the shot away. He had his pocket picked from behind. And South Carolina clears it right back out. The Twin Towers are on for Jacksonville. 6'6" Lichtenwald, 6'6" Quatz, both out there as forwards. At the blue line, it's Shapiro with a shot deflected wide by Lichtenwald. Stingrays look to clear, can't do it yet. They'll try the opposite wing. Kyle Shapiro has been a nice bright spot for Jacksonville. Keeps it in for Lichtenwald. Into the corner, broken up by South Carolina. Quatz with a big body check. Taking the shoulder on the Stingrays as South Carolina clears it out. Shapiro redirects out to center ice. South Carolina in control from there. They'll chip in. Still 0-0. Not many shots on goal for either team. Just listed at 3-2 right now. Jacksonville looks to clear. It goes off the glass and out of play. And we will have a stoppage in play. No score. 8:43 to go in period number 1. Fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2017-18 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC and mobile devices, as well as on Apple TV, Chromecast, and Amazon Fire TV. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action. Arlie Johnson with you on JacksIcemen.com and ECHL.TV. Evenly matched early on in this game. South Carolina, the best chance of the night was in the first minute of the game. Austin Lotz tried to stick handle, created his own problem. He gave up the puck behind the net, but he quickly recovered, got back into the crease, and made a great save on Stephen Whitney. And of course, really the golden opportunity was for South Carolina. Whitney again awarded a penalty shot, but he was unable to convert on that. Draws to the right side of Jacksonville's goaltender, Watts. Jacksonville wins it. Do they clear it? Yes, they do. Can they get the 2-on-1? Maybe. Eberle over the blue line, looks for a trailer. Cross ice, it's Savage. Forehand, looking for Collier. He couldn't redirect it home. It was a great setup, but Collier couldn't put his stick on it. South Carolina clears back out. It's a good-looking play there with a possible 2-on-1. And now it's South Carolina with a steal. Slap shot, glove save made by Lotz. Rebound is still loose, however. Pulled away by Mingo for Eberle. 3-on-2, maybe 4-on-2. Over the blue line, offside is the call. Danny Federico forced Eberle to make a move before he went over the blue line, and that took the timing off of that play. So the 4-on-2 never develops. Draw will be outside the South Carolina line. Cam Critchlow centering a line with Garrett Hunt and Tyson Fawcett. Jacksonville is playing one man short tonight. Everett Clark not in the lineup. He also missed Sunday's game. Upper body injury and out of the lineup right now. Critchlow taking the body on Gustafson behind the play as Jacksonville has control behind their own net. It's Jake up the right wing side. Man, that is by everybody. That's going to be an easy icing call. That just sailed on him. Tried the long pass for Garrett Hunt, but went by everybody. So we go into the Jacksonville end with this face-off. Cam Critchlow against Hampus Gustafson. Gustafson at 6'4", rangy centerman. Still waiting for the drop of the puck. It's won by the Stingrays. They'll play it behind the net of Austin Lotz around the wall. Walsh holds it in. Jake tries to get a piece of it, but the Stingrays get it back towards the blue line. A steal from Jacksonville and a clear. Stingrays getting it back at center. Roberto on his backhand. Turns to his forehand side before clearing behind the Jacksonville net. Hunt tries to play it around the wall. Hunt looked at Gustafson to see who hit him. I wonder if he'll go after him. Hunt and Gustafson do battle. Hunt on the backhand, knocks it free, gets it to the neutral zone. Stingrays with it from there. Shots on goal still in favor of Jacksonville at 4-2 as Hunt looks to steal, knocking it free towards Fawcett. Stingrays get it back, however. One-man rush for South Carolina. Easily defended by Chris Dines against Tim McGauley. Jacksonville throws it high into the air out to center. Stingrays first on it. Behind the Jacksonville net, Daly with a double team, still knocks it away from a couple of players. Moves it to the left side for Klotz. Klotz ahead for Lichtenwald. Klotz again at the blue line now. Clearing it in, tries to get it by a man, and does into the corner. Hughes tries to knock it away. Klotz takes him towards the corner, holding him up against the wall. Stingrays play it around the end boards to the opposite side. At the point, out of the zone. Erickson couldn't quite hold it in. He was covering for Dines there. Tim Daly spins on a man, falls down. Tries to recover, but Zajac steals. Taken back by Daly. Excellent recovery by Daly not to allow Zajac to possibly break in. Hughes broken up by Erickson. South Carolina flipping it ahead. Zajac takes a hit from Klotz, but does get the puck free to Geiger. Stingrays into the zone. Slap shot. Stick save made by Lotz. Rebound comes high for Klotz. Can't clear yet. Gall for Whitney. Forehand goes wide. Off the end boards. Klotz plays it around the wall and out to the neutral zone. 5:50 to go in the first. Still 0-0 between Jacksonville and South Carolina. Stingrays with a cross ice clear in. Savage plays it off glass and out. Could be icing, but Jacksonville's Bobby McIntyre trying to get to the puck first, and he will. Tripped up on the play. Penalty call. Eberle's going to go after Chris Bindelis. Tripping is the call, and another power play for the Icemen. McIntyre had the speed advantage there over Bindelis. Prevented the icing, and if it weren't for that penalty, it may have been a breakaway for McIntyre. I would actually say it's a good penalty by South Carolina there from Chris Bindelis. So the third power play of the night goes to the Icemen here. But again, looking at the matchup just isn't there. Jacksonville has to buck the trend of the worst power play against the best penalty kill. As you look at the emoji cam on ECHL.TV now, they don't look like they're very interested in the emoji cam. Oh, now they got it. Are they going to try him again? No, they don't know how to do the emoji cam. Let's move on. This kid's going to know. He will know the emoji cam. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Spot on there. I like the toque, the Icemen toque there. Is that a Jaguars toque? No, that's an Icemen toque. Yeah, that's a good one. Strong finish on the emoji cam on ECHL.TV. It is power play number 3 for the Icemen. Critchlow, Collier, McIntyre are the forwards. Draws to the right side of Parker Milner. And Critchlow wins it, getting it to the left point for Savage. Cross ice for Tim Daly. Daly at the right circle. Wrist shot is deflected into the opposite wing. McIntyre first on it there for the Icemen. Savage for McIntyre. Into the slot, it's Collier for Savage, then for Daly, right point. Daly with a man right on his tail. Skates with it. Into the slot for McIntyre. Getting it to Savage, top of the left circle. Cross ice, it's Daly. Center point, 50 feet away. Wrist shot is blocked. It went off the hand of South Carolina's forechecker. That was Meganetti, as South Carolina will clear out to center. Daly shifting away from one man, getting it to an open Savage over the blue line. Playing it off the end boards to the opposite wing. Collier first on the puck in the corner. Savage wanted to pinch in, but instead it goes around the wall for Daly. Left side at Savage. Winds and fires. Save is made by Milner. Rebound into the corner. Collier knocks it free, looking for Savage again. Into the corner we go. McIntyre for Daly. Cross ice for Savage, who has some space. Goes to Daly instead. Touch pass. One-timer off the post right at the goal line. Where is it? Is it going to go into the net? No goal. They'll say no goal. It was laying right on the goal line behind Parker Milner. It was that close. But the Icemen didn't have anybody there to tap it in. And ultimately it ended up underneath Milner, who snow angeled, I believe, kind of belly first onto it. You can see on the replay the puck behind Milner here. As they go slow-mo with it, it just needed just a touch more momentum to get over the line. But the Icemen are denied. 55 seconds to go on the power play. Jacksonville wins another draw. Mingo for Dines, left circle. Shot is blocked. South Carolina trying to skate with it. Dines with the recovery. Keeps it in the zone. Excellent work there by Dines. Stingrays have it again, however. Hughes on the backhand. He gives it up to Eberle. Collision in front. No call there, but Jacksonville still has possession. Dines is in deep. Looking for Fawcett. Fawcett to the left point. Cross ice for Mingo. Slap shot. Save made by Milner. No rebound with Lichtenwald in front. I think that puck might have been loose for a split second. Lichtenwald had a whack at it, but Milner was there for the save. 4 minutes even to go in the first period, 27 seconds left in period number 1. Six men on the ice right now for Jacksonville. Somebody's going to head to the bench. It's going to be Eberle. Fawcett will take the draw. Garrett Hunt is in there on the power play now at the tail end of it. Eli Lichtenwald along the far side glass. Winning the draw is Patrick Gall for South Carolina, but they do not clear. Great play by Mingo for Dines. Wrist shot deflected. Score! Power play goal for Garrett Hunt. Puts the Icemen on top 1-0. Garrett Hunt with a deflection in front. He is fired up. He's not just fist tapping everybody on the bench. He is forearming everybody on the bench. 1-0 Icemen on the power play goal from Garrett Hunt, his 7th goal of the season at 16:07 of period number 1. And the worst power play is better than the best penalty kill in the league on that opportunity. It's a power play goal for the Icemen. They lead 1-0 as Jacksonville clears in. McIntyre behind the South Carolina net. Stingrays will get it out to center. Chris Dines and Dejan Mingo, the assists. 16:07 the time of the goal. Garrett Hunt 7th. So the captain has the Icemen on top. South Carolina deep into the zone. No icing here. Watts had to play it. And South Carolina's first on the puck. Moving it behind the net for Zajac. Then for Whitney. Broken up by Daly. Not cleared yet. Shot towards net. Gloved by Watts. And he's going to stare down Zajac. Zajac might have given Watts a little bit of a whack on the glove as he made that save. Line change with 3:08 remaining. That was a superb deflection from Garrett Hunt. And a smart shot by Chris Dines as well. That shot was not meant to score in itself. It was meant to be deflected. Slap shot along the ice. And Hunt just redirected it into the top side, glove side of Milner. Stingrays win this face-off. Wrist shot goes wide of the net, however. Jacksonville first on the puck. They'll clear it out. Fawcett trying to prevent the icing. Can't do it. Bindelis is there first. We'll go back into the Icemen zone. 2:55 on the clock in period number 1. Coming up in the first intermission, we'll go through the upcoming games for Jacksonville, and there are several of them. This is game 1 of a 7-game homestand. It's a season-long homestand for Jacksonville. We'll go through the whole slate of them during the first intermission. That's with about 5 minutes left in the intermission. Stick around for that. We'll also go through the ECHL scoreboard during the first intermission. The Icemen win this draw. They get it to the neutral zone. Stingrays first on the puck. Clearing in for South Carolina is Marcus Perrier. Jacksonville can't clear yet. Gustafson shouldered against the wall by Critchlow, knocking it free for Fawcett on his forehand. Topped away by Critchlow. He's got Hunt with him, 2-on-2. Critchlow off the boards, indirect pass for Hunt, looking to go back to Critchlow. It was well read by the Stingrays, however. Bindelis was able to intercept that pass, and the Stingrays clear it out of the zone. It goes into the bench, and we will have a face-off back in the Stingray end with 2:25 remaining. The Twin Towers come on for the Icemen. Lichtenwald at center, Garrett Klotz on the left wing. Josh Erickson is in the slot, providing some skill for this line. Lichtenwald against Devin on the draw. And Devin takes it cleanly for Tommy Hughes at the blue line. Erickson keeps it in, wrist shot and a screen, goes wide of the net to the far post. Lichtenwald first on the puck for Klotz behind the net, trying to use his big frame to keep the puck shielded away from Hughes. Puck squirts loose, it goes to the Stingrays. Patrick Gall will stick handle out of the zone and play it wing to wing for Devin. Devin can't handle it, however. Savage looks to go up the middle. dangerous pass, but it does make its way to Erickson. Gains the red line before taking an elbow up high. No call. It was right in front of the referee, too. Close call, but we will play on. Stingrays deep in their zone, chipping it off glass and out. Tim Daly tries to knock it free for Collier. Stingrays first on it there, however. Trying to backhand in. They can't do it. Tied up along the Jacksonville blue line with 1:33 on the clock. Stingrays now get possession. They do clear in. Chris Dines plays it to the left wing for Tanner Eberle. Unable to control that pass. Stingrays drive it back in. Daly will try again. Around the boards for Dines. Dines, who set up that goal from Garrett Hunt for Eberle, then for Collier over the blue line. Eberle loses control there. Stingrays can't handle it, however. Eberle shoulders a man up before clearing in. Delayed offside against Jacksonville, so they'll have to tag up in the neutral zone, allowing the Stingrays to get possession. Final minute of period number 1 now. Simonelli over the blue line, kicks it ahead. Eberle looks to break it up. Not out yet. South Carolina takes over. Whitney fakes the shot at the right wing circle. Cross ice. Unable to set up Simonelli. The defender is in deep here. McIntyre looks to clear. South Carolina played it to the point, but there was nobody home. So a line change here for both clubs with 35 seconds to go in the first. Jacksonville leads 1-0 on a power play goal from Garrett Hunt. South Carolina still just standing behind their own net. Not in any rush at all is Chris Bindelis at the blue line. Hunt in a collision with Gustafson, knocking it free for Dejan Mingo. Mingo over the blue line, at the line. Fawcett holds it in. Can't keep it in, however. A steal from South Carolina. 10 seconds left for them. They'll clear into the zone. Watts will cover it up and take a draw. Would have liked to have seen him let that puck go to Dejan Mingo. The period would have clearly ended there with 5 seconds to go. 5.3 to be exact. But Watts just wanted the face-off. And that allows South Carolina one offensive zone draw. The Icemen will send out Cam Critchlow to take this draw. A face-off win will put the Icemen into the locker room with the lead. For the Stingrays, it's Jacksonville winning the draw. Critchlow wins it, tied up in the corner. The horn will sound, ending the first period of play. And Jacksonville, on the heels of a power play goal from their captain, Garrett Hunt, has the 1-0 lead. Hunt's 7th goal of the season, assisted by Chris Dines and Dejan Mingo at 16:07 of the first period. Jacksonville was 1 for 3 on the power play. South Carolina was 0 for 1 with the man advantage. The Stingrays also had a penalty shot from Stephen Whitney, but it was denied by Austin Watts, forcing Whitney to put the backhander over the crossbar. Shots on goal in the first, dead even, and not many for either team. 5 for Jacksonville, 5 for South Carolina. On the board where it counts, it's the Icemen leading 1-0 after the opening 20 minutes. We will take a break and return with about 5 minutes remaining in the intermission. Stay tuned. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. We are through one period of play, and the Jacksonville Icemen have a 1-0 lead over the South Carolina Stingrays. Arlie Johnson with you on JacksIcemen.com and ECHL.tv. Once again, Garrett Hunt has the lone goal of this contest. It was a power play goal for the Icemen. Garrett's 7th of the year for the captain. Chris Dines and Dejan Mingo assisting at 16:07. Jacksonville 1 for 3 on the power play. South Carolina 0 for 1, plus a penalty shot missed by the Stingrays as well. For the Icemen, I alluded to it as we went towards the intermission. Jacksonville, this is game 1 of a 7-game homestand. That is a season-long homestand, and it is all coming fast and furious. There's a lot of hockey in the next week and a half for Jacksonville, as the Icemen will have all 7 of these games in a 12-day stretch. And it will get much busier than just this one. They're off tomorrow, but starting on Friday, look out, because it's going to be 6 home games in 8 days, I believe. Is that right? That sounds about right. Here we go. This Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. 3 games in essentially 2.5 days, all at home, all against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits as well. So be prepared for a 3-game homestand. It's almost a baseball-style series against Greenville this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. In addition to that, the game over this weekend is a Faith and Family weekend, as they will have Colton Dixon here. Faith and Family weekend with Colton Dixon, as seen on American Idol Season 11, #1 on the Billboard Christian list as well. So you'll have that to look forward to for this weekend. Next week, 3 more home games. It's going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday weekend. 3 games in 3 nights again. Jacksonville is just loaded with 3 games in 3 nights over the, I think, 4 weekends in a row. They have that situation, but at least this weekend and next weekend, they're all at home. Setting up the home games next week, Thursday night and Friday night, both against the Atlanta Gladiators. And the homestand finally ends on Saturday, February 3rd, against the South Carolina Stingrays. So 7 games, and only against 3 different opponents as well. 3 against Greenville, 2 against South Carolina, and 2 against Atlanta. That is the upcoming homestand for the Icemen. Once again, the 26th, 27th, and 28th. That's this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all against Greenville. Next week, they will play on February 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. On Thursday and Friday, that's the 1st and 2nd, they'll host Atlanta. And on Saturday the 3rd, they host South Carolina. Other scores around the ECHL, there's only one other team in the South Division playing tonight. There's 8 games total on the ECHL schedule, but only the Florida Everblades from the South Division are playing. So that is of a special interest to South Carolina, as the Stingrays are currently in 2nd place in the South Division. They are 8 points behind the Everblades. Florida is in Adirondack. They are in the northern swing of their road trip right now. Florida playing at Adirondack tonight. They'll be at Adirondack on Friday as well. If you don't know where Adirondack is, that's Glens Falls, New York, north of Albany, up in the north of the Capital District in upstate New York, right up I-87, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And it is the Thunder with the lead at home against Florida. 3-2 is the lead. That's after 2 periods of play, so we'll give you the final score on that possibly by next intermission. Other scores around the league from the North Division, it's the Reading Royals at home. They lead the Toledo Walleye 3-1 after 2 periods of play. The Wheeling Nailers are hosting the Kalamazoo Wings tonight. Kalamazoo making the trip from Michigan to West Virginia. The Nailers have the lead at home. That's 3-2. That is midway through the 2nd period of play. Late in the 2nd period, the Brampton Beast are hosting the Quad City Mallards. Quad City coming into this game last in the league in points. Just 10 wins for the Mallards this year, but they have the lead on the road at Brampton. 3-1 is the score there. We also have the Rapid City Rush at the Allen Americans. That game is scoreless early on, and the other games have not started yet. That's the Idaho Steelheads at the Colorado Eagles, and the Utah Grizzlies are hosting the Tulsa Oilers tonight. Coming up in the 2nd intermission, I think this is what we call a teaser, we're going to have a look at Icemen in the AHL. Lots of Jacksonville Icemen players who have been here this year, currently in the American Hockey League. 7 of them to be exact, and we'll give you an idea of how they're doing right now. Most of them with the Manitoba Moose, but not all of them. We are just about ready for the second period of play. Puck is down. Stingrays win the draw. Into the zone they go. Magali looks to center, but he can't get it free to Zajac. They do have possession in the Jacksonville end, however. Jacksonville leads 1-0 just starting this second period. Leach from the blue line wraps it around the wall. Lotz lets it go. Crazy bounce right into the slot, but Jacksonville is the only team that's there. Savage plays it ahead, and McIntyre will wrist in. Eberle tapping it loose to Collier at the blue line. Savage holds it in, getting it for Collier. Tries to step around Hughes. Hughes defends him very well. Eberle holds it in, however, for Collier, and behind the net for McIntyre. McIntyre into the right wing corner, looks to center, goes to the blue line for Savage. Slap shot, caught it on edge, couldn't put it on goal. Comes off the back wall for McIntyre. McIntyre taps it into the corner. Stingrays get control. Savage thinks about pinching in, now does pinch in, but the Stingrays get possession, and Savage is going to have to retreat back to the neutral zone. Jacksonville gets a line change here as the Stingrays take possession. Magali dekes around Fawcett. Now gets around Critchlow as well before knocking it off the wall behind the Icemen goal. Magali's first on the puck as well. Centering pass knocked loose. Critchlow tries to start the rush forward. Looking for Fawcett. Broken up by South Carolina and cleared back in. Lotz will play it for Chris Dines. Dines up the wall for Hunt. Could be icing, but it's going to be waved off, forcing Milner to play it. What's the whistle? Offside is going to be the call. Not icing, but offside in this case. Jacksonville did wave off the icing call by getting to the puck first, but they were over the blue line before the puck was. Garrett Hunt does not like the call for what it's worth. Talking with Chris Williams about it, but that's not going to matter. Draw will come back into the Icemen zone. It's going to effectively be an icing call. Lichtenwald against Devon on this faceoff. To the left of Lotz. Devon wins it cleanly. Going for Geiger, putting it right through the low slot, but it goes all the way to the opposite wall. Looking for the puck in the corner is Chris Dines, chopping it loose, getting it towards the blue line and out. Geiger gives chase with Garrett Klotz barreling in on him. Geiger stops behind the net. Klotz nearly forced a turnover right in front. Erickson takes the body on Geiger, nearly took the puck away, now does get it loose. Stingrays get it back, only to have Erickson steal it again. Great work by Josh Erickson. At the right point, it's Daly. Wrist shot blocked in front. Lichtenwald tries to knock it loose. Back to the right point for Daly. Daly stick handling into the corner before giving it up to Gall. Behind the net, Garrett Klotz towards the blue line, but there was nobody there. Jacksonville was completing a line change, and Travis Jake will have to come into his own zone for it. Playing it off the glass. The icing is going to be the call. Fresh ice out there, just a couple minutes into this period, so that clearing attempt by Jake just had a little too much steam on it. And with the slick ice, it made its way all the way down to the goal line with South Carolina unable to touch that puck. Draw will be to Austin Lotz's left. Gustafson for South Carolina waiting for the drop of the puck. Lichtenwald for the Icemen. Lichtenwald wins it for Jake. Can't clear yet. Stingrays battle for it. Perrier behind the net for Roberto. Roberto on his backhand, skating to the right wing circle. Drops it for Federico. Defending him is Daly. Perrier behind the net, turns to his backhand side, tries to get it to the blue line. It's Bindelis for Federico. Right point wrist shot deflected just wide of the net by Perrier. Centering pass taken over by the Icemen. Erickson will skate with the puck, getting to center ice and clearing in. Line change on the fly as McIntyre goes into forecheck. Gustafson plays it up the wall for Whitney. Offside will be the call, or icing, take your pick. Either way, it's going to be a face-off into the Stingray zone here. I think they're going to call it icing ultimately. Face-off is going to be in the same spot regardless. Similar to how it happened to Jacksonville just a minute ago. The Icemen sending out Brendan Collier, Bobby McIntyre, and Tanner Eberle. I was talking with head coach Jason Christie before the game. He really likes the effort that this particular line has been putting forth over the weekend especially. Jacksonville cannot work the puck in the zone. They won the faceoff, but They lost control of it at the blue line. They clear back in. Stingrays have it behind their net. So again, Coach Christie very pleased with Brendan Collier, Bobby McIntyre, and Tanner Eberle. Eberle has a point in 4 straight games, and McIntyre has 4 goals in the last 2 games. In the neutral zone, battle for the puck. Stingrays take it and clear it. Mingo first on it for the Icemen. Around the right wing boards for Eberle. Skating with it has McIntyre trailing. Into the zone is Eberle for McIntyre. One-timer is blocked by Walsh. Collier gets it back to the right point from Mingo. Tried to move it cross ice. Bouncing puck there. Batted out of the air by the Stingrays and out to center. Collier on his backhand. Cannot gain possession. Stingrays take it. Going into forecheck now is Collier. He'll peel off on that and head to the bench for a line change. Stingrays play it ahead. Goes off a skate and into the Jacksonville end. Dine's working it for Critchlow. Caught in his skates. He's able to work it free, however, for Savage. Savage ahead for Fawcett. He's got Eberle with him on a long shift. Fawcett gets knocked off the puck by Hughes, allowing the Stingrays to chip it off glass. Not out yet. Daly holds it in. They'll try and forecheck again in deep. Fawcett takes the body on Hughes. Bouncing puck. Stingrays do get it out. 2-on-2 is the rush for them. Gall chipping and chasing. Steps around Dines. Gall first on the puck behind the Jacksonville net. Into the corner. Centering pass. Rebound saved by Watts. Is it still loose? Puck Neville. The whistle never did blow. It's still in the zone. Now we've got a whistle. And there is a helmet on the ice. What's on the ice? It's the blocker of Austin Watts. I was going to say it didn't look like a helmet at all. And it clearly wasn't. The blocker of Austin Watts came off of his hand. Watts had the puck frozen, it looked like. But it somehow slipped off of his pad. And you know what? Give credit to Andrew Brueggemann for not blowing the play dead early. Because that puck was not completely sealed up there by Watts. And fortunately for Jacksonville, it stays out of the net. Faceoff will be to Watts' right side. Just one shot on goal combined in this period. We're almost 5 minutes in. Stingrays have that one shot. And that was it right there. South Carolina wins the draw as well. Devin, near side half wall, gives it up to Savage, the defender. He will ice it, however. We'll come right back into the Icemen zone. Jacksonville again for the first time all season wearing their black jerseys at home. And they will wear the black at home for the remainder of the regular season. In the ECHL, you switch up from white jerseys to dark jerseys, depending on your color of choice. Midway through the season, and Jacksonville reached that midway point in their last home game. Wrist shot and a screen deflects out of play. I don't know if Watts had a shot of seeing it, but it was deflected out of play by the Icemen. Might have been Lichtenwald getting a leg on it. Line change here for Jacksonville. Remember, on the icing call, Jacksonville could not change their players on the ice. When you ice the puck, the same 5 guys that are on the ice at the time of the icing must stay on for the next faceoff. So that's a important faceoff because Jacksonville is able to get a line change now defensively. And with that, Cameron Critchlow wins the draw, but it goes right back to his goaltender. So we'll have to drop it again as Watts freezes it at the near side post. Still 1-0 Icemen on the captain Garrett Hunt's 7th goal of the season. Redirecting a Chris Dine slap shot. Power play goal. Stingrays win the draw. Cross ice pass. Another centering feed goes behind the net on the block. Loose in front. Who's going to get it? Watts with a stick save. Making that stop on Patrick Gall. His best save of the night there as Jacksonville clears back out to the center ice area. Devin chipping in. Austin Watts very quick with that skate and stick save combination. Dejan Mingo on his backhand. Tries to clear it away. Devin got a piece of it. Working it free for Meganetti. Meganetti for Gall. Mingo takes the body on him as it goes behind the Jacksonville net. Pass for South Carolina, intercepted by the Icemen. Fawcett will play it out to the Stingray line. Simonelli with Fawcett right on his heels. Long lead pass, could be icing, but the Stingrays will wave it off. South Carolina first on the puck. Save is made on the stuff attempt there. from Roberto. Watts not able to keep that puck out of the net on the wraparound attempt from South Carolina. Pressure here from the Stingrays, though. Roberto at the top of the left circle. Wrist shot is blocked in front. Jake got a piece of it. Held in by Bindelis. Bindelis behind the net. Shot goes right through the crease again. Nobody there. Stingrays with heavy pressure. Penalty coming now on Jacksonville. Delayed call here as the Stingrays will get a power play. Geiger to the blue line for Roberto. Out of the net now is Milner. 6 skaters are on. Stingrays lose possession. It goes out to center ice. But still the delayed penalty is in effect. So 6 skaters on the ice for South Carolina. The whistle will not blow until Jacksonville gets possession of the puck. Or if South Carolina scores, which we certainly don't want. Magali over the blue line for Gustafson. Wing to wing. Deflects into the corner. Can Mingo get a touch of the puck? No. South Carolina still with the puck. Geiger at the right point. Slap shot blocked in front. There's Jacksonville with a touch. And finally the penalty is called on the whistle. And now we've got bodies up in front. And we've got sticks up high. We've got South Carolina going in. Bindelis wants a piece of somebody. Everybody grab a partner in do-si-do. Hunt wants a piece of Paul Geiger. Hampus Gustafson talking with Cam Critchlow. Austin Watts is in there trying to pull away Magali from somebody. That was Mingo tied up. Everybody's got a piece of somebody. Critchlow is pulled away from Gustafson. And we'll see if this creates extra penalties possibly. Maybe things will be evened up. We'll find out. Travis Jake had the initial penalty. Cross-checking is the call for him. But what else will there be? Garrett Hunt goes into the box for Jacksonville. Paul Geiger heads to the sin bin for the Stingrays. No gloves dropped. Just a lot of pushing and shoving and little square dancing out there on the ice. Speaking of dancing, on ECHL.TV, it's Dance for Your Dinner now for Metro Diner. Nice segue from game to bowl action. I like it. That is maybe not a candidate to win the Dance for Your Dinner. It will be a power play, it appears, for South Carolina. 2 minutes are on the board for Travis Jake. My guess here is that the penalties to Garrett Hunt and Paul Geiger will cancel each other out. Andrew Brueggemann talking to Stingrays head coach Ryan Warsofsky. We'll see if he gives the same courtesy to Jacksonville's head coach Jason Christie. And he will. He'll skate right over to the bench. Good communication there from the referee. I would imagine as a coach they appreciate that. Even if they don't like what they hear, at least they're giving them the opportunity to be heard. Try and bring it down to Joe Massa for your penalty calls, if given the opportunity to. But it appears that it's going to be a power play for South Carolina. They had the first power play of the game, but since then Jacksonville has had 3 in a row. Here are your penalties. No, maybe not. I got slow rolled there a little bit on the penalties. The faceoff will be outside the blue line of Jacksonville. Oh, hold on a second here. South Carolina only has 4 men on the ice. Now they get another guy on the ice. That's Gustafson. It is a power play for South Carolina. And we are ready to roll here. Stingrays 0 for 1 on the power play. Brendan Collier and Tanner Eberle are the penalty killers for Jacksonville. Tim Daly and Chris Dines, your defensemen. For the Stingrays, Joe Devon, Hampus Gustafson, and Kelly Zajac, or excuse me, not Zajac, that's 18, not 19. Tim Magali is the other forward. Here are your penalties.
For Jacksonville, number 44, Travis Jake, 2 minutes for cross-checking, and number 24, Garrett Hunt, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of all those penalties, 7 minutes, 7 seconds.
So it is roughing for Jacksonville. It's canceling out. It's going to be a power play for South Carolina. Devin with a saucer pass for Walsh at the left point. Back for Devin at the left circle. Turns away from Daly, moves it to his forehand. Walsh sends it to the cross ice to the right point. Back for Walsh again, center point. Wrist shot and the screen is blocked. Rebound is loose. Forehand from Bindelis, blocked in front. Stingrays still with possession, however. McGauley for Devin at the left point. Eberle defends on him. McGauley to Walsh now. Fakes the shot, moves it for Bindelis instead. Bindelis cross ice, looking for Devin, goes off the backboards, comes for Walsh, slap shot saved by Lotz, who's been very sharp tonight, and the rebound is cleared away by Daly. Crowd voicing their appreciation of the effort from Austin Lotz tonight, who has been brilliant tonight. Keeping the Icemen on top 1-0. Stingrays still have 40 seconds to go on this power play. Into the zone, Simonelli gives it up to Mingo, but it's not cleared out yet. Mingo was held up behind the play, looking to clear out his Lichtenwald, and he does forehand it out using his strength. It goes into the bench, however, so the faceoff will stay in the Jacksonville end. It went into the South Carolina bench, so a faceoff still in Jacksonville's defensive zone here. 30 seconds to go on the power play for the Stingrays. Kelly Zajac against Eli Lichtenwald on the draw. Austin Lotz standing at the top of his crease, peering out to his right. Zajac centers a line with Stephen Whitney and Marcus Perrier. Frankie Simonelli paired up with Tommy Hughes at the point. Scott Savage wants to talk to his defensive partner, Dejan Mingo, before the drop of the puck. And what do we have here? We got a nice delay. Ryan Warsofsky wants to talk to the official. And he's getting the opportunity to do so. Not sure what he could possibly be contesting at this point. As you look at the save on the replay from Austin Lotz, going down butterfly style to make that right pad save in a heavy screen in front. We're ready to resume action. Waiting for the puck drop from Chris Williams. Still waiting. Lichtenwald gets tossed from the draw. Josh Erickson is going to take it instead. Puck is down. Stingrays control. Simonelli to Hughes. Winds and fires. Save again by Lotz. I don't know how he saw it, but he denies him. Rebound for the Stingrays. Simonelli is in deep to the blue line for Zajac. Back for Simonelli at the left circle. To the blue line for Zajac. Tapping it free for Hughes. 12 seconds to go on the power play. Hughes is now in deep in the right wing corner. Leaving it for Zajac. Into the slot, it's Whitney. Whitney with a centering feed. Blocked in front. Goes towards Lotz. He cannot freeze the puck. Stingrays get it back at the blue line. It's Simonelli. Team's now at full strength. So Jacksonville kills off the penalty, but they are still in deep. In a heap of trouble defensively. Savage looks to clear. He can't do it either. Zajac with a steal. Zajac centering feed. Blocked by Garrett Hunt. Tries to skate away from Whitney. Plays it up the right side. Great pass from Hunt to Erickson. Getting it to the blue line. He will clear in. Hunt gives chase on the forecheck. Simonelli plays it off the end boards for Hughes. Lead pass tapped away by Dine. Stingrays first on the puck. Whitney looks to center. Knocked away. South Carolina puts it high and wide. And the loose puck comes to the Icemen. Critchlow for Hunt. Forehanding high off the short glass behind the Stingray net. Big hit from Critchlow. Look at the glass rattle on that one as the Icemen keep it in the zone on a steal. Shot towards goal. Goes wide of the net. Critchlow looking for the deflection. Leach plays it for the Stingrays. South Carolina out of the zone. Three-man rush. Gall's pass is deflected into the corner. Dine's first on it for Jacksonville. 2-on-2 along the wall. Tim Daly using his body to work it free from Roberto. Critchlow will backhand it off the boards and out. 1-0 Jacksonville. 9:32 to go in period number 2. Stingrays control behind their net. Line change here for the Icemen. Their top line is on as the Stingrays get through center ice easily. Cross ice pass. Save made by Lotz again, and the rebound for Shapiro. A left skate save by Austin Lotz, keeping the Icemen on top. Had to be lightning fast with that left pad save. McIntyre can't clear yet. Collier will try, dropping it back to Savage. He does work it out to center ice. Stingrays again with a steal in the neutral zone. Heavy pressure from South Carolina. Zajak's wrister goes wide of the net. He gets it back behind the net, giving it up to Eberle, looking to clear. He gets it loose for Collier, possible 2-on-1. What's the call? High stick infraction here, I believe, against Jacksonville. Not a penalty, just an infraction. 8:48 to go in period number 2. We will have a media timeout, and the Icemen could use it. They've got to be gassed out there. South Carolina with a lot of pressure in the last 4 or 5 minutes, but with the help of goaltender Austin Watts, the Icemen still lead by 1. Shots on goal in this period, Stingrays with 6, Jacksonville, nada. All South Carolina in this second period, with one exception. Austin Watts has been the story tonight for the Icemen. He's been brilliant. 8:48 to go in period number 2. Arlie Johnson with you here on JacksIcemen.com and ECHL.tv. The Icemen protecting this 1-goal lead. This is a great time for a timeout for Jason Christie, just to regroup his mates, telling him, look, let's settle down here. Time to gain some momentum back. Austin Watts feeling awful good about himself. Jacksonville needed this kind of performance from their goaltender. The goaltending for Jacksonville has been inconsistent at times this year. These are the kind of performances. Of course, you have to complete it. We're only halfway through the game, but if you can complete it, these are the kind of games that Jason Christie is looking for. Draw will be to Austin Watts' left. See if Jacksonville can get the next good shift here. They do clear it out to center ice. Josh Erickson is going to get to the puck first. He skates over the blue line, rubbed out against the wall by Bindelis. Garrett Klotz into the corner, loses it to Simonelli. Lichtenwald looks to steal. With the help of Jake, they do keep it in briefly. Stingrays get it right back, however. They do play it to the neutral zone. Perrier forehands in. Crazy bounce off the corner glass right at the Stingray bench. So they will call it out of play there. The curved glass, which separates the bench from the offensive end, depending on which bench you're at, is considered out of play. So if it goes off that particular curved glass, that will force the play to be blown dead. As you look at the replay of that left skate save by Austin Watts a couple of minutes ago, if you're watching this game as opposed to listening to it. Puck drop will be right at center ice. And the Icemen control. Watts shovels it to the left for Savage, then for Collier. Up the right side, indirect pass for McIntyre. It was behind him. Delayed offside for Jacksonville. They will clear the zone and move into forecheck. Looking for the steal is Eberle. Couldn't quite get it. They do get it in the neutral zone, however. Brendan Collier plays it to an open wing for Dejan Mingo, and the Icemen will set up inside their own blue. Savage gains center ice before forehanding in. Ends up towards net. We've got a whistle. Stingrays touched that puck with a high stick, perhaps, on the way in. That might have been what happened. So an offensive zone draw for the Icemen. South Carolina, again, coming into this game, tops in the league in goals against average. Defense is what they lay their helmet on. They allow 2.47 goals per game. That's a phenomenal number at the ECHL level. Again, best in the league out of 27 teams. They're also best in the league on the penalty kill. But tonight, the reason the Icemen have the lead is because of a power play goal. Garrett Hunt has the only goal of the game. He's on the ice right now as well. This is game number 5 out of 10 between these two clubs this year. Jacksonville 1-3 against the Stingrays this year. Hunt is going to take this draw. Captain against captain. Hunt against Joe Devon. And it's bottled up along the corner. Jacksonville finally takes it away. Dines pinches in. Tries to get it behind the net. Turns to his backhand side. Loose in the slot. Jacksonville can't quite get it away. Stingrays will skate with it. Possible 2-on-1. Devon for Meganetti, who will walk in. Saved by Watts again. Just got enough with the left pad. Bodies go down right in front of Watts as Jacksonville now has a 3-on-2 the other way. It's Hunt for Dines. Centering feed. Blocked in front by Geiger. as Dine's had a man open as well. Garrett Hunt, sharp angle shot, save made by Milner. Rebound for Daly. Daly is double teamed, tries to keep it away from a pair of Stingray defenders. Fawcett knocks it loose for Daly. Centering feed, knocked away. Daly gets it back towards the blue line, cleared away by South Carolina. 1-0 Jacksonville still, but that's the best pressure of this period from the Icemen. Dines with a snapshot cross ice into the zone. Erickson is first on the puck. Shouldered into the glass by Geiger, stolen by Critchlow. Taken back by McGauley at the blue line. Jacksonville holds it in. Erickson, sharp angle shot, goes well wide, short side. Lichtenwald just onto the ice, keeps it in the zone. Gets away from a man, loose in front for Klotz. Klotz with a wraparound, save is made by Milner. He will freeze it. The Twin Towers nearly connect. And again, some unpleasantries right by the Stingray goal behind Parker Milner. There are wraparounds and then there are wraparounds. And if you're 6'6" and you're attempting a wraparound, it's going to be much different than a 5'10" player trying a wraparound. As you look at the replay here, Garrett Klotz behind the net. He was practically at the far side post when he attempted that wraparound. The reach advantage really changes things on a wraparound. And I think if Klotz is on his forehand side there, it's possible that he beats Milner to that short side post. Draws in the Stingray zone. Lichtenwald gets it free for Klotz. Klotz giving it up for Whitney, playing it wing to wing for Simonelli. Four-man rush for the Stingrays. Simonelli going wide on Mingo. Plays it into the corner for Zajac. McGauley around the end boards behind the Jacksonville net all the way to the blue line. Simonelli's feed blocked in front. Stingrays get it right back, however, centering feed. What a save by Lotz on McGauley! Going post to post to keep this a 1-0 game still. As best as my opinion, best period I've seen Austin Lotz play all season is happening right now. Jacksonville clears into the Stingray zone. Milner will just take a face-off. What a save from Austin Lotz. Denying McGauley on that shot. It was a great feed from South Carolina. Really wrong-footing Lotz going against the grain, but Lotz was able to push off with his right skate, get back to the opposite side post, and make the body save on Tim McGauley. Stingrays up to 8 shots on goal. The volume of shots is not that high. The quality of shots has been exceptional for the Stingrays in this period. But the save making of Austin Lotz has even exceeded that. So props to Austin Lotz right now. If you are Jacksonville's head coach, however, you're praising your goaltender, but you're also telling your team, look, time to get back into the swing of things here. You don't want to rely on your goaltender here in the second period. Got to start playing better hockey as well. But Austin Lotz has kept the Icemen in the lead for this entire period. Faceoff will be in the Stingray zone. Tell you what would really change the momentum is one quick shot and goal here from Jacksonville. Try and get some insurance. Their third line is out there with Lichtenwald, Klotz, and Erickson. Third defensive pairing on the ice as well with Kyle Shapiro and Travis Jake. Stingrays win the draw. They play it around the boards. Jake at the left point holds it in. Wrist shot and a screen. It goes wide to the short side post. Stingrays get it off the end boards. Bindelis for Perrier, broken up at center ice by Shapiro, who scored his first goal in the ECHL during Jacksonville's most recent road trip to the Northeast, scoring against the Worcester Railers. South Carolina into the Jacksonville end. Bindelis rubbed out by Shapiro, taking him down to the ice. Roberto does battle at the near side wall. Perrier tries to play it around the boards. Klotz goes for it, but can't get there first. Stingrays will try the near side boards this time to keep it in the zone. Broken up by Jacksonville. It's Erickson with Lichtenwald trailing. Erickson upended. Oh my goodness, what's a hit? Erickson drops the gloves. Klotz wants a piece of whoever it was that hit him. I think it was Hughes. Everybody wants a piece of Tommy Hughes. Garrett Klotz wants Tommy Hughes. Hughes just went down to his body, covered his head, knowing that the onslaught was coming. A dramatic hit in the South Carolina defensive zone as Josh Erickson went head over heels. He was completely upside down in the air, and he immediately dropped the gloves. I don't know how he got up in the first place. Garrett Klotz pushes away at somebody. Hughes might be the one that's actually injured on the play, but everybody wanted a piece of Tommy Hughes. Garrett Klotz goes to the penalty box. And this crowd immediately up on their feet. Hughes is on one knee right now. And Erickson immediately wanted a piece of Tommy Hughes. He's going to go to the penalty box at least for dropping the gloves. Hughes is up on his feet right now. I'm dying to see this replay, and here it is. Knee on knee. Hughes on Erickson, who immediately went after Hughes. Hughes was skating for a little while, but as soon as he took a hit from Garrett Klotz, he went immediately into the turtle position in the corner. Knee on knee hit, here it is again. Oh! Scary to look at, and thank goodness Josh Erickson is okay. Very curious what the penalty calls will be on this one. I was too busy watching Josh Erickson throw his gloves down with a purpose, and then Garrett Klotz hitting Tommy Hughes, than to even see what Andrew Brueggemann, the official, was thinking. Was his hand already up? Did he see the knee-on-knee hit? Did he think it was a clean hit? What will Josh Erickson get for dropping the gloves? There never was a fight. There's a lot of moving parts on these penalty calls. But it definitely woke up this crowd, I'll tell you that. I'd love to see a photograph of that. Knowing that Josh Erickson is okay, let's first of all start with that, because that was an awful, scary hit. First things first, Josh Erickson is okay. Tommy Hughes, I don't know if he was hurt or pretending to be hurt because he knew that he had the entire Icemen team about to go after him. But if I could see a photograph of that, if anybody got a freeze frame of Josh Erickson with his skates about 7 feet up in the air and his head about 6 inches from the air, maybe a foot above the ice, that would be one hell of a photograph. 2 minutes are on the board for Jacksonville, belonging to Josh Erickson. Brueggemann is talking to Jacksonville's head coach first. Now he's going to go talk to Warsofsky. He's had open communication with both coaches all night long. All kinds of penalties. All 2 minutes. Let's see what we got here. All at 12:53 of the second period. It looks like it might be 4 of them against Jacksonville and 2 of them against South Carolina. Garrett Klotz for Jacksonville. Josh Erickson for Jacksonville. Not Garrett Hunt. Not that one. Okay. So it could be 3-on-2. So it looks like it's going to be a power play for the Stingrays. 5 minor penalties out of all of that. 3 to Jacksonville, 2 to South Carolina. We'll try and give you all of them if at all possible. It might take a while to get that far. But it is a South Carolina power play. Jacksonville wins the draw. Dines immediately turns and fires it out. Here are your penalties.
For South Carolina, goaltender number 35, Parker Miller, 2 minutes for leaving the crease. Number 23, Patrick Medinetti in the John Phillips jail cell serving that penalty. Penalties to Jacksonville, number 5, Garrett Klotz, 2 minutes for roughing. And number 23, Josh Erickson, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Again, time of all those penalties, 14:54, second period.
I don't know if we caught all of those penalties, but it is a power play for South Carolina. They have the puck in the Jacksonville zone. One-timer from Simonelli. He did not get good wood on it. Jacksonville looks to clear. Can't do it yet. Zajac keeps it in with his leg, then to his stick for Leach. Leach back for Zajac, top of the right circle. Wrist shot is blocked in front, pops up into the air, knocked out of the air by Cam Critchlow, but not cleared yet. Stingrays still have possession with 1:08 to go on the power play. Leach for Whitney at the left circle. Critchlow defends to the blue line for Simonelli. Backhand feed for Zajac. Zajac into the slot, it's Whitney. Slap shot blocked in front, loose at the crease, and Watts will pounce out of it to be able to cover it up and freeze it. It was loose right in the crease. Austin Watts was at the far post. The puck was at the near post. Watts was the first to see it, and he leapt from one side to the other to freeze that puck and get the face-off. That slap shot from Whitney, I believe, went off his own man in front. And then Tanner Eberle just drilled that South Carolina player with a cross-check. No call there. One thing of note from that melee was that Tommy Hughes did not get a penalty at all as South Carolina gets a shot that goes just wide. Hughes on what I thought was a knee-on-knee hit did not get a penalty at all. Jacksonville with the puck. Can they clear? No. McGauley holds it in for Devon, centering feed. What a great play by Scott Savage on defense, sliding down to deflect that puck, but South Carolina still has it. McGauley looking for a shot in front. What a save by Watts again! Doing the splits and making the right skate save, and the Icemen clear the zone. Austin Watts standing on his head, doing the splits, whatever it takes to keep it 1-0 Icemen. South Carolina clears in, 10 seconds to go on the power play. Jacksonville clears it out. That will do it. 4 seconds to go on Erickson's penalty. That's the extra minor penalty. He is out on the ice. Team skate 5-on-5 again. Stingrays now 0 for 3 on the power play. South Carolina clears in. Watts first on the puck, playing it around the wall himself. Gall keeps it in. Behind the net, Roberto can't hold it. Geiger with a shot towards goal that is deflected out of play, and it will be a face-off in Jacksonville territory with 2:47 to go in period number 2. Shots on goal in this period are 10-1 Stingrays, but no scoring. Jacksonville still clinging to this 1-0 lead on a first period goal from Garrett Hunt. And Austin Watts, you got to think, is up for a potential Sweat X dirty play of the week from the ECHL. Draw will be to Austin Watts' right. Stingrays win it, but a shot is blocked. It goes to Erickson, starting a 3-man rush. Erickson right up the middle will backhand into the zone. Chasing after it as well. Big hit by Erickson, getting the puck loose, but the Stingrays still get possession. And now Klotz wants a piece of somebody. Let's see if they go at it. Klotz drops the gloves with Federico. Federico didn't want anything to do with Garrett Klotz, and we'll see if Klotz is the only one going to the box. He may be. South Carolina does not want to mess with Jacksonville, and the Icemen really want a piece of South Carolina, but it takes 2 to tango. Klotz is furious as he goes into the penalty box. I don't know if that's smart from the Stingrays or, well, let's just say etiquette-wise, the glove should have dropped, because that's hockey. If you see one guy looking to fight, typically the other guy will oblige, but not this time. And Klotz is going to be the only man going into the penalty box. This might be the second time in about 3 or 4 minutes that Jacksonville will get 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct for dropping the gloves with nobody else willing to fight. So the Stingrays getting their 3rd power play of this period, their 4th overall. Can Austin Watts continue to be a 4x6 piece of plywood in front of his net? Stingrays win the draw as well. It's Zajac at the right wing half wall. Turns to his forehand. working it off the boards for Hughes. Zajac again, top of the right circle. Saucer pass for Hughes. One-timer from Simonelli. Save made by Lotz. Rebound cleared away by Hunt. Lotz with the left pad this time. Oh man, he's been so sharp, especially with his lower body work tonight. Several pad and skate saves, stick saves as well. Stingrays back into the zone. Simonelli behind the net. First on the puck is Dines. Nice play, cross ice for Daly, who will turn and fire it out, forcing Milner to play the puck ahead of Eberle. Eberle is in the forecheck. Oh, he nearly stole the puck right in front of Milner. Milner's so fortunate to get that away from Eberle. Now it's Eberle with another steal and clear back in the defensive zone. Great two-way play from Tanner Eberle. 1:04 to go on the power play. Jacksonville gets a line change. Collier and Critchlow are now forechecking. Critchlow curls away as Bindelis moves it to the right side. Slapped into the zone by Gustafson. First on it is Mingo. Around the wall for Savage, who slams it off the boards and out. Stingrays haven't been able to do much on this power play as Milner plays it for Walsh behind his own net. Travis Walsh away from Collier. Cross ice for Gustafson. Onside is South Carolina. 31 seconds to go on the power play. At the right point, it's Travis Walsh to the circle for Bindelis. Goes off a skate. Can Collier clear? Not quite. Bindelis gets it back. Into the corner for Gustafson and then for Walsh. Down to 17 seconds to go on the power play. Bindelis into the corner. Trying to redirect it to the opposite wing was Gustafson. Taken over by Critchlow. Moving it for Collier, who will backhand it out. And Jacksonville kills off another penalty. Stingrays in the neutral zone as we are at full strength. Savage has the puck. Cannot set up Lichtenwald, but the Stingrays now 0 for 4 on the power play as Garrett Klotz, just out of the penalty box, will forehand into the zone. Milner, who has not been good with his goaltender stick, but he was that time, best time tonight, playing it ahead for Patrick Gall. Shot on goal, another save by Lotz as Meganetti looked for a deflected shot on goal, but Lotz was there to deny with 12.9 seconds to go in this second period. A period that has been dominated in terms of edge of play by South Carolina, but no doubt about it who the best player on the ice is right now. He wears number 57 in black. It's Austin Lotz for Jacksonville. Saving all 17 shots that have come his way thus far as the Icemen continue to cling to this one-goal lead. Still a defensive zone draw here for the Icemen with 12.9 ticks to go. Collier for Jacksonville loses the draw. It's Simonelli at the left point. Slap shot through a screen goes well wide. Held in at the blue line by Geiger. Stingrays look to center. It goes all the way to the blue line. Nobody there. Trying to tap it away as Collier. He gets the steal as time expires. So it is Jacksonville still ahead 1-0 now after 2 periods of play. No scoring in the second period. The only goal of this game belongs to the Icemen's captain, Garrett Hunt. His 7th of the year from Chris Dines and Dejan Mingo. That was a power play goal at 16:07 of period number 1. Scoreless in the second period, but not without a lack of effort, especially from South Carolina. Shots on goal in the second period. Can this be real? Stingrays with 12, Icemen with 1. All Stingrays with the exception of the goaltender for Jacksonville. That is Austin Lotz. What a performance in that second period. We will take a break and return with about 5 minutes remaining in this intermission. We'll give you a look at Icemen in the AHL. A bunch of Icemen players currently playing just one step away from the National Hockey League. It is 1-0 Jacksonville after 2 periods of play. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. We are back at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you tonight as the Jacksonville Icemen are leading the South Carolina Stingrays 1-0 after 2 periods of play. A game that, without question, has been dominated by the play of Austin Lotz. He has been incredible, saving all 18 shots that have come his way. Officially, shots on goal in that second period were 13-1 for South Carolina, but no goals scored by the Stingrays just yet. Looking at things in the American Hockey League, we're looking at Jacksonville Icemen players in the AHL. It's been a season that has had a lot of, I guess in a way, frustration from a win-loss perspective, but from a player perspective and a person perspective, you got to be thrilled for so many Jacksonville Icemen players who have played in the American Hockey League this year and are continuing to play in the American Hockey League this year. So let's take a look at some of these guys that have been in Jacksonville this year that are currently in the American Hockey League. And actually I want to start with one player that is now back in Jacksonville. That's Bobby McIntyre. McIntyre for the year in Jacksonville. He just had 4 goals over the weekend against the Manchester Monarchs, helping the Icemen to a victory in Manchester and a victory against Worcester as well. McIntyre up to 9 goals on the year for the Icemen. Bobby McIntyre is currently the only Icemen player who has been in the American Hockey League that is currently here in the ECHL. McIntyre did play 5 games with the Cleveland Monsters earlier this year, so congratulations for him for getting some American Hockey League time. This is where it gets tough from a win-loss standpoint. The Icemen have 7 other players who have played for the Icemen this year that are all in the American Hockey League right now. That's tough to overcome when you've got 7 guys that are all up there that maybe you count on, or at least even count on half of them to be here any given time, but none of them are here, with the only exception being Bobby McIntyre, who did just come back to the ECHL. Some of those guys were just called up this past weekend. 2 of them are Jansen Harkins and Elgin Pierce. Pierce just got his first call up to the American Hockey League this past weekend. He played in his first game for the Manitoba Moose. In fact, 5 Icemen players are currently suiting up for the Manitoba Moose. Of course, that's the affiliate of the Icemen. They are National Hockey League affiliated with the Winnipeg Jets. So the feeder system is the Winnipeg Jets in the National Hockey League to the Manitoba Moose, also in Winnipeg in the American Hockey League, and then down here to Jacksonville in the ECHL. Pierce again making his debut this past weekend for the Manitoba Moose. Jansen Harkins has the most AHL time this year, 27 games for the Moose. He's got 2 goals and 6 assists up there in Manitoba. Other players that have been in here that are currently up there, Jan Kostelik, who had some time for the Icemen and did very well from the blue line. He's a defensive-minded defenseman. 13 games played for the Moose this year and a +6 rating for Jan Kostelik. Also getting the call up to the American Hockey League just a couple of weeks ago was Jimmy Lodge. Lodge, a 3rd-round draft pick of the Winnipeg Jets. And Lodge has 1 point. It's an assist in 6 games for the Manitoba Moose. And the 5th player who is currently up in Manitoba right now is Jacksonville's goaltender. Jamie Phillips is still up there. He's played in 3 games this year for the Manitoba Moose. He has a 1-1 record. His goals against average and his save percentage are fantastic up in Manitoba. Jamie Phillips has a goals against average of 2.24 in the AHL and a save percentage of 93.2%. 2 other players also in the American Hockey League, but not with Manitoba. Dylan Blugis, who was a Jacksonville's best defenseman while he was here, is now with the Utica Comets up in upstate New York, and he has been sensational in Utica. 17 games for the defenseman for Dylan Blugis in Utica. 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points, +12 from the blue line. Phenomenal for Dylan Blugis up there in the American Hockey League. And another guy who is really making an impression up in the American Hockey League is Emerson Clark, Jacksonville's alternate captain. He was their leading scorer when he got called up to the American Hockey League with the San Jose Barracuda, the prime affiliate of the San Jose Sharks. And Emerson Clark has been great up there. 19 games played, 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points. Add in 56 penalty minutes as well, and a crowd favorite for the San Jose Barracuda. So those are your Icemen in the AHL. 7 of them up there right now. And an 8th who was just sent back to Jacksonville. That's Bobby McIntyre. We'll see if McIntyre plays a role in this third period as both teams come back out onto the ice. Getting ready for the final frame. Jacksonville in the third period, they have struggled at times holding on to leads. Jacksonville, when leading after 2 periods, has lost 4 games in regulation. They're 8-4-2 on the year. We'll see if they can hold on to this one. Puck is down. South Carolina gets it into the attacking zone. Big hit from Mingo. Very surprised that wasn't a boarding call against Jacksonville's Dejan Mingo, but we will play on. South Carolina steals at the blue line. More pressure from the Stingrays to start this third period. Savage tries to knock the puck free. Collier is helping out. McGauley tries to rip it free from Eberle. It goes over the blue line and just out to center ice. So the opening shift belongs to the Stingrays, and they get it right back into the zone. Devin with a wrist shot, saved by Lotz. No rebound. And our first whistle comes with sticks up high between Eberle and Devin. Eberle jawing away at Joe Devin. South Carolina has been very reluctant to play the physical game tonight. Jacksonville is basically defined by their physical play more often than not. Eberle still jawing away at Joe Devin. Tanner Eberle has been such a wonderful addition to this Jacksonville lineup. Draw is going to be to Austin Lotz's left-hand side. Eberle for Jacksonville this year, 31 games played, 11 goals, 5 assists as well. He's been quite the find after being acquired from the Allen Americans in exchange for Mike Webster early in the season. Draw is going to be to Austin Lotz's left. Critchlow tossed out of the draw. Crowd continues to get frustrated at the linesman. It's been a trend all year long. They've tossed a lot of players out of the draw. Both teams, not just Jacksonville. Wrist shot from the Stingrays goes over the crossbar. Comes off the glass for Simonelli, pinching in from the blue line. Tyson Fawcett tries to knock it free. Devin with a centering feed, knocked away by Hunt, but not out of the zone yet. Stingrays possess at the left wing point. Soft shot, looking for the redirect, goes off the end boards. Simonelli holds in again. Finally knocked away by Chris Dines, but this is going to be called icing. So Jacksonville really struggling getting their offensive game going since the first period has ended. Still with only 6 shots all game. And we are just over a minute gone by in the third period. But the most important thing is they still lead. 1-0 Icemen early in the third. Can they continue to nurse this 1-goal lead? Critchlow against Devin, Stingrays control. Geiger at the right point. Plays it behind the Jacksonville net, around the wall for Simonelli. Again pinching in. Simonelli looks to center, deflects towards the near side post, but Jacksonville takes over. Critchlow, with the help of Garrett Hunt, is able to work it out to center ice, and a steal from Jacksonville now. It's Daly over the blue line with Critchlow. Daly, the defenseman, with a wrist shot that gets deflected into the opposite wing. Gall chops it away and out to center ice. Shapiro steps up, tapping it loose for Fawcett, who will clear in. Hunt with some passive forechecking. He's just waiting between the hash marks. Now he'll peel off to the bench for a line change. Stingrays with control behind their cage. Geiger is just standing there waiting for a line change to be completed for South Carolina. Off the boards by everybody. Icing against South Carolina as Shapiro gets to the puck first. So an offensive zone face-off for Jacksonville. Josh Erickson flipping the puck to one of the linesmen. Josh Erickson has really been at the center of a lot of the action tonight. Taking a huge hit, what I thought was a knee-on-knee hit from Tommy Hughes. Went tumbling into the air. He was fine. He also went headlong into the boards in the first period. His back has got to be killing him right now, but he seems to be just fine. Shows the toughness of Josh Erickson as South Carolina plays it to center ice. Offside called immediately against Jacksonville. Travis Jake tried to clear into the zone, but Garrett Klotz was still in the offensive end, and the puck hit him right in the midsection. Where is this puck going to be dropped? right at the center ice faceoff dot, right on the Icemen logo. Lichtenwald against Gustafson on this faceoff. Icemen have it. Kyle Shapiro on the right side, wing to wing for Travis Jake. Playing it off the boards for Garrett Klotz. Got hit from behind by Gustafson. Klotz wants to see who it was before getting up as Jacksonville redirects into the zone. Lichtenwald gives chase. Milner is going to play it himself around the boards for Perrier. Perrier going left to right for Federico. Long pass ahead for Gustafson. Taps it into the zone. Shapiro takes the body. Now Shapiro takes the puck. Tapping it behind the net. Nice work there by number 73 in black for Jacksonville. Jake chips it into the neutral zone. McIntyre couldn't handle the bouncing puck. Federico flattens it and then clears in. Line change for the Stingrays. Jacksonville has it. Shapiro with a long slap pass picked off by South Carolina. They are onside into the zone. Walsh steps around a man. Forehand. Save. Austin Watts grabs it right in the breadbasket and holds on for the faceoff. Face off to Watts' right. The shots continue to pile up for South Carolina. They have 15 of the last 16 shots on goal in this game. Cam Critchlow against Kelly Zajac on this faceoff. Jacksonville takes it. Scott Savage up the boards. Can Fawcett tap it out? Not yet. It's held in by the Stingrays. Whitney moves it to an open wing. McGauley steps away from Critchlow. Critchlow takes the body. Puck bounces free. It goes to the Icemen. Garrett Hunt skates to center ice. Forehanding in. No icing here. They say he just got to the red line in time. It was close. Milner again careless with the puck. Nearly lost it again. It went off a skate, but right back to the Stingrays. Milner has been an adventure with his goaltender stick when playing the puck. A couple of good passes and a couple of those. Garrett Hunt takes the body, allowing the puck to go out to center ice. Dejan Mingo loses his lid as the Stingrays take it into the zone. It's Whitney with Lichtenwald on his tail. Whitney into the left wing corner. Poked loose by Jacksonville. Erickson tries to clear. Not out yet. Zajac gets it. Man falls down for Jacksonville. That allows Whitney to step in. And Whitney cannot get around Austin Watts, who keeps Whitney away from the puck. One-timer. Watts with a stick save, and his stick comes shooting out his arm. Watts now has a defenseman's stick. South Carolina with the puck, delayed penalty coming as well. Jacksonville needs a touch-up desperately. Can they get it behind the net? No. 6 skaters are on. Gustafson, wrist shot, deflected wide. Lichtenwald wants to possess the puck, and he does without his stick. Austin Watts with a stick save that was so good that it got knocked out of his hand. And Austin Watts tapping Eli Lichtenwald on the shoulder, saying, thanks, big guy, for giving me your stick. And then credit Lichtenwald for a couple of heads-up plays. One, for giving Watts a stick, because as a goaltender, I don't care if it's a goaltender stick or just a regular stick, you need something for balance. And then secondly, heads-up play from Lichtenwald. Even though he didn't have a stick himself, he was able to shield the puck with his body and essentially possess the puck with his skates to allow the whistle to be blown. That was important. But South Carolina is on another power play. Slap shot, left pad save, another beauty from Austin Watts. And Jacksonville clears the zone. Milner plays it off the back wall. Collier gives chase, nearly got the steal. Stingrays have it behind the net. South Carolina 0 for 4 on the power play. This is their 5th opportunity. It's Walsh leading it for McGauley. Broken up by Jacksonville, not cleared yet. Bouncing puck along the far side boards. Stingrays have it. Devin has it knocked loose by Chris Dines. Bouncing puck, and Dines is able to grab it and clear it. Milner playing it all the way to center ice this time for Gustafson. Right back in. Savage defends. Into the corner we go to the right of Lotz. Opposite wing, Stingrays have it. To the blue line, it's Walsh at the right point for Bindelis. Into the corner, it's McGauley. McGauley looks to center. Cross ice, deflects off Devin's stick over the blue line and out to center. 1:01 to go in the power play. McGauley plays it right to left for Walsh. Travis Walsh into the zone. Bodied up by Kyle Shapiro. Great defensive work, allowing Savage to clear it the length of the ice. Garrett Hunt comes on to penalty kill with 44 ticks on the penalty for Jacksonville. It's Tim Daly in the penalty box for the Icemen. Whitney plays it cross ice. Stingrays are onside. Hunt plays it behind the net. Can't get possession just yet. Stingrays knock it into the corner. Garrett Hunt gets it to his forehand. Can't clear yet. Trying to knock it free for Dines. Stingrays take it over. Perrier for Simonelli. Top of the left circle. Moving it for Leach and then to Zajac at the right wing side. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Loose puck. Diving forward is Critchlow with the help of Dines. They tap it away, but still not out. Leach with a bomb. Save is made. Rebound cleared away by Dines at the last possible moment. Critchlow trying to clear out. Teams are at full strength. Stingrays still have the puck. Whitney to the right point for Simonelli. Slap shot. Saved by Austin Watts with the glove this time. He has been incredible tonight. Teams are at full strength. 13:30 to go in the third. It stays Jacksonville 1, South Carolina nothing. Performance of the year thus far from Austin Watts, but it is not a completed performance. Still plenty of time to go as we look at ECHL.TV. Let's listen in on some of the rules here from Brian Chinaki of First Coast News.
Can you please explain what offsides is? Sure. So offsides is basically when the attacking player crosses the attacking blue line before the puck gets over that line. Let's do it. Let's go offsides.
So there is your look at offside. Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV. Jacksonville somehow clinging to this 1-0 lead still, being outshot 24-6. I don't know if I've ever seen such a shot discrepancy. But they lead. Can they sustain it? That's the question. You don't just want to be in a defensive shell this entire period. You've got to try and find a way to get some offensive pressure. Stingrays win the zone in the offensive zone. Behind the net, it's Devin. Rubbed out by Collier. Can't clear yet. South Carolina with a shot towards net. Watts got a piece of that one too. Not sure if it was on goal or not. Jacksonville does clear to center ice. Collier tapping it free for Dines. Then to the right side for Daly. Daly gains center ice before forehanding in. Milner is first on the puck, playing it off glass. Bodied for Devin. Stingrays have it. Hughes through the neutral zone. Over the blue line in the Jacksonville end. Looking to center is Meganetti. Broken up by Daly. Gall now 4 checks away from him. And the two of them both go down in a heap in the left wing corner. Stingrays, however, get the puck. Meganetti to the blue line. Held in just barely. Playing it behind the net. It's Gall on his backhand. Turns to the forehand. Shot is blocked in front. South Carolina puts it wide on the loose puck. It comes back to the right point for Hughes. Playing it behind the net. Dines is first on it for Jacksonville. Eberle tries to chop it out. Held in by Geiger. For Roberto behind the net, who loses control. He lost his stick all by himself. And that allows Jacksonville to get it to center ice. Eberle is gassed. Back checking on the play. Stingrays get it away. They'll play it behind the Jacksonville net. Trying to clear it out as Dines. Bindelis holds it in. There's a loose stick on the ice as Shapiro plays it for Eberle. He will clear out. No icing here. Eberle laboring to the bench. He needed that line change desperately. 11:49 to go in the third. It's Jacksonville 1, South Carolina nothing. Jacksonville with a steal in the offensive zone. Shot by Jake is blocked. He does keep it in. 3-on-1 Icemen. Critchlow, centering pass is blocked. He tried to get it for Fawcett. That play developed very quickly and in deep. So Critchlow didn't really have quite the separation that he wanted on that 3-on-1. Jacksonville clears it up their left side. Garrett Hunt will play it out to the red line. Bindelis slapping it right back in. Jake is first on it. High chip into the Jacksonville bench. So the faceoff will be in the Icemen zone with 11:15 to go. That was the opportunity that the Icemen were looking for to try and get some insurance. They've put very little pressure on Parker Milner. They had 3 power plays in the first period, the Icemen did, connected on the third one of them for the only goal of the game. Garrett Hunt on the power play. But the story has been Austin Lotz for the Icemen. Joe Devon against Eli Lichtenwald on this face-off. Jacksonville wins it. Walsh gives it up to Klotz, looking to get it ahead for Lichtenwald, and then Erickson. Wrist shot on goal, save made by Milner. Erickson gets the rebound for Lichtenwald in the right wing corner. Looks to center. Lichtenwald for Erickson behind the net. Here's some decent pressure from Jacksonville. Erickson trying to get it away from Walsh. Lichtenwald helps out to keep it in the zone. Klotz getting it free for Erickson in the left wing corner now. Erickson to the blue line for Savage. Slap shot goes wide to the far post, all the way to the opposite wing where the Stingrays chop it out. This will be icing against South Carolina. 10:38 to go in the third. Jacksonville looking for their 3rd win in their last 4 games. They did lose Sunday in Manchester, New Hampshire, but they won Saturday in Manchester 4-2, and they won this past Friday night in Worcester, Massachusetts by a 5-3 score. Face-off is to Milner's left. Collier fighting for it. McIntyre helping out, but the Stingrays take possession. They'll play it out to the neutral zone. Savage right back in. Could be icing, but Milner plays it. McIntyre first on the puck. Into the corner for Eberle. Eberle steps away from a man, getting it to the right wing half wall. Passing it to the blue line from Mingo. Fakes the shot. Stepping around Meganetti. Wrist shot goes towards goal. It is wide to the far post from a sharp angle. It will kick off the boards all the way to the Jacksonville blue line. Shapiro tapping it free for Collier. Getting around one defender. Playing it into the corner. Left side of Milner. South Carolina gives it up behind the net. It's McIntyre to the blue line for Jake. Playing it behind the net. And around the boards we go. Shapiro helping out with the help of Garrett Hunt. They'll keep it in. Hunt into the left wing corner. McIntyre trying to tap it loose, looking for Critchlow. Broken up by the Stingrays, out to center. Stolen there by the Icemen. Critchlow by himself for now. He's got a couple of men on him right at the Stingray bench. He gets spilled on the play as South Carolina takes possession. Gustafson playing it behind his own net for Joey Leach. Tommy Hughes plays it up the right side, and the Stingrays skate 2-on-2. Gustafson into the slot. Wrist shot is deflected out of play. Is that Hunt that wants a piece of him? It was Hunt that got the deflection, and Hunt really wanted a piece, I think, of the much taller Hampus Gustafson. 9:18 to go in the third period. Still 1-0 Icemen. And as we look at the crash of the game, at least on ECHL.TV, we're looking at that. The story again has been Austin Lotz tonight for the Icemen. He has just been sensational. He gets a well-deserved break here with the media timeout. Don't forget, a very busy weekend here in Jacksonville for the Icemen. This is the first of a 7-game homestand. This weekend, it's 3 games in 3 nights. Friday and Saturday night at 7:30. Sunday afternoon, a day game at 3 o'clock. All 3 games against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. A baseball-style series with a 3-game set against the Swamp Rabbits, who are struggling a little bit, by the way. Greenville, in fact, played last night and lost at home to Norfolk 8-1. So they will be a little angry coming in here on Friday. But they do appear to be in a small amount of disarray, at least based on last night's performance for Greenville. Whitney takes a man down off the face-off, and it wasn't even at the face-off. It was at the outside circle. Took Garrett Hunt down. And Critchlow is going to get, well, no, he's going to step back in and take the draw. Face-off is to Austin Lotz's left side. Every face-off important right now as they cling to a 1-goal lead. Stingrays win it, however. Geiger stepping in from the blue line, playing it around the wall. Jacksonville should get to the puck first. Garrett Hunt chips it ahead and out to the red line. Tommy Hughes first on it for South Carolina. Man falls down for the Stingrays, allowing Daly to take over for the Icemen at his own line. Playing it wing to wing for Chris Dines. He will forehand in. Garrett Hunt first on the puck. Overskates it but gets it back. One hands it to Critchlow. Sharp angle shot goes well wide. Off the boards all the way to the right point. Chris Dines will keep it in for Fawcett and then for Hunt. Hunt got hit from behind. No call there. Crazy bounce. It belongs to Jacksonville. Critchlow in possession, playing it behind the net for Garrett Hunt, who has the only goal of this game. It was a power play goal in the first period. Around the dasher, it's Garrett Hunt again for Jacksonville. Looks to center, but he goes to Daly instead. Wrist shot, save is made by Milner. No traffic in front there. Easy save for Milner, and he'll take the face-off. Jacksonville with a, at least in this game, what is a rare shot on goal. We'll have to see a couple of good shifts put together here. That last shift was a very strong one from the Garrett Hunt line with Cam Critchlow. The Icemen again without Everett Clark tonight, who was injured over the weekend series. Third line is on for the Icemen. Lichtenwald at center. Garrett Klotz in the slot. Josh Erickson on the far side glass. Stingrays win the draw. They do not clear. Klotz holds it in. He'll play it back behind the net, looking for Lichtenwald. Lichtenwald tries to turn on Bindelis. Erickson is there for the loose change. He takes over behind the South Carolina net. Skating to the left wing circle is Erickson. Looking to center, nobody there. Still with the puck is Erickson, trying the opposite corner now. Feeding it for Lichtenwald. Turning on a man, Stingrays get the steal, and they do get it out to center ice. Mingo playing it right back into the zone. Offside is called against the Icemen. 7:53 to go in the third. 1-0 Jacksonville. And if you're watching on ECHL TV, I don't know about you, but I feel a little violated. Is that the Harlem Shuffle? Is that what that is? Either way, it's yikes. South Carolina wins the draw. Got to have fun up here. I mean, look, we're watching hockey. This is a blast, whether it's on the Jumbotron or on the ice. Love calling hockey games. It's been so much fun all season bringing this to you. Stingrays take it into the Jacksonville zone. Simonelli centering feed goes right through the crease off a skate, and it stays out of the net. Eberle will redirect it off the boards and out to the South Carolina line. Roberto circles the back of his cage. He'll start the charge forward, then drop it back for Walsh. Walsh for Frankie Simonelli. Cross ice. Collier got a piece of it but couldn't get the steal. Puck slides into the Jacksonville zone, but the Icemen are first on the puck. Chris Dines with some time. Long lead pass picked off in the neutral zone by Magali. Magali gains the blue line. It is onside. He'll clear in. Dines wrists it around the wall. Stingrays get the puck and keep it in the zone. Dines will get another chance behind the net. He's got more time this time. Playing it off the boards, looking for Eberle. They will say no icing as Eberle got a piece of that clearing attempt. Milner plays it around the left side. South Carolina gets it out to center. Loose puck there. Jacksonville takes over. Mingo off the boards. Can Critchlow get to it first? Sharp angle. Critchlow sharp angle shot. Milner holds the short side post to make the save. And the rebound belongs to South Carolina. Magali into the zone. Tim Magali playing it behind the Jacksonville net, but Savage is first on it for Jacksonville. Up the boards. This will be icing this time against the Icemen. Tyson Fawcett could not get a stick on that one. And we'll come back into the Icemen zone with 6:18 to go in the third period. Can Jacksonville get what will be a crucial insurance goal? Can they survive what has been an onslaught from South Carolina in the second period especially, and to some degree here in the third period as well? Austin Watts peering out to his right side. He has been laser focused tonight. Puck is down. The Icemen win the draw. Savage plays it ahead for Fawcett, skating through center ice. Over the blue line is Fawcett. Steps around a defender and gets it behind the Stingray net. Hunt takes the body as South Carolina looks to clear. Puck bounces up into the air. Stingrays get it out. They've got a 2-on-2 breakout. Devon over the blue line with Bindelis. Devon's pass is broken up into the corner to the left side of Lotz. Stingrays first to the puck. They play it to the right point for Hughes. Hughes for Bindelis at the right circle. Cross ice, it's Hughes. Wrist shot on the screen. Pad save made by Lotz. Rebound up high for Garrett Hunt. Hunt curls back into his own zone, then plays it off the boards and out. Stingrays get it back into the zone. 5:34 to go in the third period. The Icemen leading 1-0. Lotz will stick handle for Chris Dines. Dines chipping it forward for Garrett Hunt. Can't handle the aerial pass. And the Stingrays take over deep in their zone. It's Travis Walsh just to the left of his netminder. Circles the back of the cage. Nearly lost it to Erickson. Now he does lose it to Collier. Collier, wrist shot. Save is made. Rebound cleared away by the Stingrays. Collier tried to go 5-hole. Jacksonville with a steal. Shot towards goal. Bouncing puck. Milner makes a save. Jamming at it was Klotz, but Milner was able to hold on. And the Icemen nearly got that insurance goal that they were so desperately looking for. But instead it's just going to be a face-off. 5:01 to go in the third period. Media timeout here, final media timeout of the night. Jason Christie has the troops standing right at him at the dasher. He's got the dry erase board out there, making sure that everybody plays smart. More than anything, play smart. Hopefully you won't have to rely on Austin Lotz too much. Lotz right now is just standing at the opposite side of the bench, just taking a towel to his face, catching a bit of a breather. He'll slowly make his way back to the crease. Getting ready for a face-off in the Stingray zone. It's to the right side of Parker Milner. Brendan Collier at center. He's got McIntyre in the slot. Tanner Eberle at the near side glass on the left side. Nobody can get the handle on this face-off. Finally, it's the Stingrays taking it. Stephen Whitney skates through the neutral zone. Offside is going to be called. Couple of players tied up off the puck. And Tim McGauley was spilled on the play and slid into the zone before the puck did. So the draw will be in the neutral zone with 4:53 remaining in the third period. Jacksonville still hanging on the heels of Garrett Hunt's first period goal. That's all the offense we've had so far tonight. Jacksonville wins this face-off in their own end now. It's Chris Dines on the left wing. Plays it off the boards, looking for Eberle. Gets to the Stingray blue line, but no further. Stingrays take over. Stephen Whitney is into the Jacksonville end. Rubbed out by Dines as a centering feed goes off the apron of the net, off the side of the net. Daly chips it off glass on the backhand side. Puck deflects. McIntyre cross-checks away at a South Carolina player as the puck ended up in the Stingray bench. The Icemen continue to play very physical and chippy here with an edge, and I like that edge. Faceoff will be in the neutral zone here with 4:29 to go in the third. Still 1-0 Jacksonville. Cam Critchlow will take this draw. He's got Garrett Hunt and Tyson Fawcett as his wingers. Joe Devon for the Stingrays wins this faceoff. Frankie Simonelli in his own territory. Lead pass redirected in by Gall. An aerial redirect goes straight to Austin Lotz, who will grab it in the air with the glove and just take a face-off. Jacksonville finally at 10 shots on goal. They've hit double digits. South Carolina has 26, which isn't a ton, but especially in the second period, the quality of shots from the Stingrays were exceptional. Austin Watts was just there time and time again, saving the bacon of the Icemen. Draws to Watts' left. Jacksonville wins it. It's Critchlow turning to his forehand side. Can he clear it out? Not yet. Devin steps in, loses it to Garrett Hunt. Hunt plays it out of play. It goes into the Icemen bench. It stayed on the ice, but I think it went off a stick, maybe of Bobby McIntyre, who was sitting on the bench. And the draw will come right back into the Jacksonville zone because Hunt was still inside his blue line when it was cleared away. A lot of whistles here in the last several minutes. Looking at some other scores around the ECHL, the Adirondack Thunder at home have defeated the Florida Everblades tonight. 4-2 the final score. Those two teams will meet again in Glens Falls on Friday night. What a great trip for Florida. They get an extra 2 days in Glens Falls in January. Congratulations. Jacksonville wins the defensive zone draw. Lead pass for Eberle and then to Lichtenwald over the blue line. Tries to dangle on a man, gets tripped up by Simonelli. Another dramatic hit, but that one was a clean hit. Good hip check from Simonelli. As the puck goes out to center ice, Eberle takes the body on a man as the Stingrays take it over the blue line. Rubbing out a man is McIntyre. Taking Patrick Gall out of the play as the Icemen clear out. Could be icing, will be icing against Jacksonville. 3:40 on the clock now in the third period. Shots on goal in this period, South Carolina has 8. They have a total of 26. Jacksonville has 4. They've got a total of 10. But the Icemen still lead 1-0. Brendan Collier against Hampus Gustafson. And South Carolina with a backhander. Save again by Austin Watts. Rebound cleared away. It's McIntyre with Collier. McIntyre to the red line. Oh man, what a performance tonight from Austin Watts. With the pad save that time. In the closing minutes, still 1-0 Icemen. South Carolina clears in. Travis Jake, a pair of 44s going to the corner. Jake gets taken down on the play. Stingrays take the puck. Roberto turns it on the forehand side, plays it behind the net. Jake tries to clear it out. It goes to the blue line where it's held in by Roberto. Roberto chipping it off the glass. Gustafson with Critchlow going after it. Fawcett knocks it away. Can Fawcett get around a man? Not quite. He does clear it out, however. Garrett Hunt tries to step around Hughes, taking it a little further into the Stingray zone. Now 2:45 remaining in the third period. Jacksonville forcing South Carolina to ice the puck this time. That'll certainly help out a little bit. An offensive zone face-off for Jacksonville with 2:38 on the clock as we look at the replay on ECHL.TV. Watts stuffing the 5-hole at the last possible moment as Gustafson was looking to slip it between the pads of Austin Watts. But Watts snuffed it out. Draws to Milner's left. Stingrays win it. They slap it around the boards at the left point. Dines can't hold it in. Eberle slaps it right back behind the Stingray net. And going into forecheck is Bobby McIntyre. He gets taken down along with Tommy Hughes. They both go down as Collier nearly stole the puck. He had Eberle in front too. Stingrays take over, however. Whitney, wing-to-wing pass. Could be icing, but the Stingrays will wave it off by getting there first. Zajac in the right wing corner to the blue line. It got deflected and all the way back to the Stingray zone. 2:05 to go. Milner playing it himself all the way to the red line. South Carolina into the Jacksonville end. We'll watch to see if Milner leaves for an extra attacker at some point as Jacksonville tries to clear. Mingo on his backhand, chips it off glass and out. 1:51 to go in the third period. Jacksonville still leading 1-0. South Carolina clears in. The Icemen are first on the puck. Savage will just chip it out. Can Critchlow get there? Not quite. Walsh beats him to it. Milner is still in the net for the Stingrays. South Carolina clears in. The Icemen first on the puck. They do not clear. Centering pass stolen by Critchlow. Another soft clear out. Smartly done by Critchlow so that it is not icing. Lead pass from South Carolina. That's picked off by Jacksonville, but the Stingrays get it right back. Over the blue line, Meganetti centering feed. Great defense by Mingo, not allowing Devin to get his stick on the ice. Jacksonville can't clear yet. Milner is out of the net. 6 skaters on for South Carolina. 1 minute to go in the game. Jacksonville gets the puck. Can Mingo clear? He's just trying to freeze it along the wall. He goes into the corner. Collier is first on the puck. Turning to his backhand side. Shoveling it for Mingo. Mingo looks to clear. He'll get it out. Eberle in a foot race to prevent icing. He does wave it off behind the Stingray net with 42 seconds left. Eberle killing time here behind the South Carolina net. South Carolina gets it back with 35 seconds to go in the third. Joe Devin with a cross ice clear in. Tim Daly tries to clear out. Ahead for McIntyre to the blue line. Held in by South Carolina. Devin into the right wing corner with 22 seconds to go. McIntyre tries to clear it away. Daly towards the blue line. Simonelli holds it in. Simonelli for Kimbelis. What a save made by Lotz. Rebound goes behind the net. 10 seconds to go. Centering feed. Blocked in front. South Carolina jams towards the net. It goes behind the net. 3 seconds to go. Jacksonville clears. Shutout for Austin Watts. The performance of the season from Austin Watts. What an effort. And the Icemen survive this 1-0 victory. They should be carrying Austin Watts on somebody's shoulders tonight. Sensational performance from Austin Watts tonight. With a 27-save shutout. Massive pressure in the final seconds. The puck was loose in the crease at one point, but Jacksonville was able to sweep it away. And Austin Watts has earned the shutout, and earned is in all caps tonight. No doubt who your star of the game is this evening, as Jacksonville wins this one 1-0. Captain Garrett Hunt gets the only goal of the game with a power play goal late in the first period. But this night is all about Austin Watts. He stole the show tonight here in Jacksonville. That'll do it for this broadcast. Next game is Friday night against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Jacksonville wins 1-0 is your final score. For everybody involved in this broadcast, this is Arlie Johnson saying goodnight. We'll join you again at 7:30 on Friday when the Icemen host the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. This has been Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.